Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Dawnshaee and this is Intro to Eclecticism. I'm so glad you're here. You know why we're here. We're here to talk about all the books I read for the month of July and just how I rated them, the impact they had on me, and if I feel like you should read them. So I do want to say that in my last wrap-up video for June, I did make a July TBR list, and I'm really proud of myself because I'm a moody reader. Out of the 5 that I set aside to read for the month of July, I read 4 of those, which is that's some strong discipline, y'all. Like strong discipline, because I wanted to like deviate off the track so bad, so bad, which is why I am not giving an August TBR list, just because I feel like it stops me from reading what I want to read when I want to read it. So we're just, you know, gonna see how it goes and what I end up picking up. But for today's video, I want to do it in order by which book I read first to last. Some of these were amazing, some of them were letdowns, and some were just like, thank you for giving me the opportunity to read this story. So to get us started today, the first book that I read for the month of July was The Vanishing Half by Bennett. I uploaded a video ranting and raving about this book and how I gave it 5 stars. It was making its way around Bookstagram, around BookTube, and everyone was talking about how amazing Bennett was and how she had like wrote her freshman novel, The Mothers. I have not read it. I'm waiting for it to come in the mail, so I'm really excited to see like how her writing style has changed and how it has stayed the same between the 2 books. But I did love this book, and I do not want to take too much time talking about it again since I have a whole other video on it. The second book I read was gifted to me by my dad for my birthday, and it is Trevor Noah's Born a Crime. I knew absolutely nothing about Trevor Noah. Like, I never watched the show. The most that I've seen him was like on Comedy Central commercials, like about his show, but I never like listened to him or anything. But I gained a new level of respect for him and just his overall experience. I learned so much about like the apartheid and just like South Africa and his experience growing up biracial there. It was really heart-wrenching. Like, I hate when books almost make me want to cry, because I just be like, I don't need to be crying right now. But this was really touching, and just his whole journey. So this book I did rate 4.5 out of 5. It's really hard to rate nonfiction and memoirs, but sometimes it gets easy, and this was one of those easy times to rate it. But yeah, Trevor Noah's Born a Crime. The third book for the month of July was one of my letdowns, honestly. It was a buddy read, and I love to buddy read, so if there's any book that you see me reading and you want to read it together, then we can definitely do that. But this book is Monday's Not Coming by Tiffany D. Jackson. I buddy read this with a girl that I met on Bookstagram. Her name is Rue, Dominique.LaRue, so you all can follow her. I'll leave her Instagram down below, so check her out. But Monday's Not Coming, I was really excited because Tiffany D. Jackson has another book coming out next month, actually, and it's called Grown. And Monday's Not Coming was just like reading about a child's experience, like younger than what she was. Like, the girl in here, like the narrator, she's like 13 or 14, and she was talking like she was 7. Like, her reaction to things, it was just like, you're being weird. I valued the storyline. Like, I valued it so much, and just like how everything came about at the end. But there was a lot of places where it was just like, why are we even talking about this? Like, it was a lot of unimportant stuff thrown in here that kind of like sabotaged the story in general. But I'm still going to pre-order Grown because I lack self-discipline and I'm always up for second chances. So I'm gonna give her a second chance. The fourth book for the month of July, also another letdown. So, y'all, I need to stop giving myself such high expectations for things. Not even that it was a significant letdown. It was just like, this could have been more. It had potential to be so much more. And I don't want you to just take my criticism for this book because, like, I'm not Muslim or anything, but I feel like it could have been more, especially coming from a person of color to another person of color. And it is a burning. I rated it 3 stars. Y'all, it's really hurting me to even have to say this because A Burning is about this girl who is framed for committing a crime that she didn't commit. Is told from 3 different points of view. And, like, y'all, it was devastating because, I guess it's even more devastating because you want a happy ending. You want a happy ending for almost every book just because of escapism. Well, for me anyways, because of escapism, and you just want, you know, something good. But it was a lot of things that could have been expanded upon in this book that weren't. Like, it was completely just brushed over, like I was just supposed to understand right then and there, and I don't think that's fair to the reader. It wasn't enough details in some spots, and it was way too many details in others. And the main character barely even talks. So 3 stars. My 5th book was my buddy read with my boyfriend, and we're going to do a video over this, so I don't want to talk too much about it now. This was so good. I need every Kristin Hannah novel after reading The Great Alone. So we were sitting there watching a YouTube video, and I'm pretty sure I said this in my last wrap up, but the girl was like, she cried, she threw this book. It was just so heart, oh my gosh, it was just so heartfelt. Like, it was just so much passion, so much in here. And for it to be 500 plus pages, I was like, it's gonna be a bunch of redundance and just stuff that's unnecessary that we don't need. But let me tell you, every detail had a purpose. Everything, like, just was tied together perfectly. So I work with DV survivors, and so I was talking with a Bookstagram friend about this book, and he was like, did you cry? And I was like, no, because, like, even though this is fiction, this stuff happens in real life. So I'm not gonna talk too much about it, but definitely read The Great Alone if you're looking for something to tug at every emotion that you could possibly feel. Definitely get this. The last book that I read was Big Friendship, How We Keep Each Other Close. This is one of those nonfictions where I was like, it's kind of hard for me to truly rate it the way I want to, because it was just like that personal experience. But I did learn so much from this book. And I think I rated it like 4 stars, 3.5, 4 stars. I can't really remember, but I learned a lot just from Aminatou and Anne's friendship, and how we move through life putting our friendships on the back burner. It's kind of an analogy that's in here about, like, you have your family, you have your romantic partner, you have your friendships. Wait, no, you have family. It's like family, work, health, and then friendships. And you can only have, like, you can only really have 2 like eyes or burners on the stove going on at the same time. So a lot of times it's the friendships that get put on the backside and not a lot of efforts going into it, but this made me analyze my own friendships and everything. Yeah, so big friendship is perfect for like a book club read, especially with your girlfriends. The only book that I did not finish for the month of July that was on my TBR is The Souls of Black Folk by W.B. Du Bois. This is a book that I really want to take my time with so that I can get every bit of knowledge that I can from it. So far, so good. I feel like I am being shaken at my core by the fact of how much expertise and wisdom is found in these pages. But that is it for my July 2020 book wrap up. If you enjoyed this, please don't forget to give this a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Bookstagram/Instagram, whatever you want to call it, to check out, more consistent posts and just things that I do on my story. I did do a giveaway recently, so keep hanging around to see what's next. Thank you so much for watching this video, and until next time, bye.
Pete Rock, but for that Benz I get CL love, so I switch my girls around like 3L Dub. I'm calling, maybe I'm selfish. I want you to myself, I can't help it. All my